Hello Internet, Victor here, and today I'm going to show you how to transform this little toy right here into a fully functional instrument, or maybe a Footswitch controller that can help you to change your presets by the press of a button, or you can assign as a wah pad or as a one pad. I'll show you on the second part of the video. In the first part, I'll show you how to transform this into an instrument, which is a bit harder, requires a bit more of work, but when you learn it, it's actually really easy to change everything. So you only need two softwares, so that's one advantage of this method. You don't need to transform your guitar into a real MIDI instrument by using Arduinos and changing its properties and cables inside it. You need your guitar as it is, and the program will recognize the inputs, the video game inputs, into MIDI information, and you can transform like this green button in everything you want, in a note or in a CC toggle button, which will change some parameters into your DAW. So I'll show you everything you need in this video right now. Here at my screen, you can see the two softwares you need. First one is LoopMIDI, and as you can see, I didn't change anything in the configurations. By the way, the links of these softwares are in the description in case you are looking for them. You can also search LoopMIDI and Fergo JoystickMIDI in Google and you find it. But, well, I didn't change anything apart from the font right here, because some of them are barely readable and I don't know. This is just aesthetic. And language Dutch, oh yeah, I can read everything here. Of course I can. English is good enough for everyone, so yeah. And LoopMIDI port is everything you need. You don't need port 1 or port 2, at least for the basics. And with Fergo Joystick and LoopMIDI, you can actually play through the Fire Flames for real. Or something like this, I don't know, remember exactly. Yeah, something like this, and you can play it, but I'll show you how to configure the Fergo Joystick MIDI. This one is already it's like this. You download and it's working. Your DAW, let me show you right here on MIDI settings, MIDI controls. Yeah, MIDI. Oh, it was already opened. So your DAW is recognizing LoopMIDI as a MIDI thing, so you have to enable here. On other DAWs, the process is a bit different to recognize MIDI controllers, but you know, if you make music with DAWs and softwares, you already know that where it is, where are the MIDI, audio, rear, MIDI in general, and yeah, those things. And you only need MIDI port 1 enable. Just press enable here for the things to work. And let's configure Fergo Joystick MIDI. The first thing I want to say before we transform our buttons in MIDI information is that everything you do on this program will stay forever, because it automatically saves everything. So you see that I have lots of presets, because in one of these presets I'll use my guitar as a Footswitch controller, and in other preset I'll use this guitar as a fully functional instrument, as I showed you before. So let's go new here, and tutorial or whatever. Tutorial, yeah, tutorial is good. So yeah, I already have a tutorial preset. So load, you press load here. And also here, very important, output device has to be LoopMIDI port, the same that is on FL Studio, and the same name you can see here, LoopMIDI port. And then, okay, that's not this guitar. So guitar, when I press green, you can see the number 4 lightning up. So green is not number 1, there's something annoying, and 2 is like it's upside down, and then the orange is just 7. So it doesn't make any difference, but when you're configuring, maybe it can kill some of your brain cells. But yeah, let's go add here. Add, it's very important. Add. So it will open this, and this is very important here. So MIDI output, of course, and if you want to transform your guitar on an instrument, you need note on. And then X is like is this little guy. So let's go button 4, which is the green button, and let's go channel. It can be 1. There are 127 options per channel, so you don't need more than 1 channel, at least for this. And toggle, you don't want to press toggle, because toggle, if you like press green one time, it will be holding forever until you press it again, and it's annoying. Not toggle. If you want a note to be pressed while you're pressing, and then be out when you not pressing anymore. So note 57 is actually note A. Why am I saying that you need to put on 57? You don't need to put on 57. It's just because it's note A and I want to make a minor scale instrument. As you can see, we have like 7 buttons here, and the natural scale on music, the natural minor scale, has 7 notes, as well as natural major scale. And why A minor? Because A minor are the white notes on the keyboard. A minor is the relative minor of C major, so they share the same notes. So 57 is A, and that's what we will start, 57. And then we have this assigned. And then you can activate and test it. Okay, is it not A? You can see aquí note A. Yes, it's working pretty well. Note A. So after you assign note 59, why 59? Okay, let me explain. There are like more than 100 notes. They are on chromatic order. Let me show you. They are on chromatic order. So note 58 is actually A sharp or B flat. And A sharp and B flat won't belong to the A natural minor scale. They belong maybe to the A Phrygian scale, but not for the A natural minor. If you want to play through Defined Flames like I did in the beginning of the video, you need the 59 as red, because 59 is B natural, and B is the second note of the A minor scale, and that's it. So the second note it's number just from note number 3, second note here, red button. You go 59, so you have 2 notes. 59, where are you? And by the way, it's the 4th octave of the instrument. And don't need to change here, don't need to toggle, save. And activate, I always feel like as easy as it can be. So yeah, as you see, I have preset saves here, so let's go to minor scale preset. I'll load, and you can copy the notes I used here. I used 2 guitars because then I can have the semitones. Like, let me activate here. So as you can see, now I have more than 2 notes. So here's a half tone, here, and then here, and then actually here, and then here, and then start, and at the end, the major 7th. So you have all the 12 notes with 2 guitars, but you don't need every note. It's just if you play some fusion and want to make like quick notes in between. If you are improvising, I use a lot of those passage notes. And you can also, I use this button to go up an octave. So you have like 2 octaves here functioning with just 2 guitars. And this, you have to assign this note as a toggle for the pitch device on FL Studio, like I'll show you. So here you're seeing the VST, and when I press the green button, you see that the pitch value, that is 12 semitones, it's an octave, goes down and goes up. And why is it should go down 2 octaves, but I said to my VST that it should stay on 0. If I put like, let's go crazy here, let's 24, so when I go down, it go down. So it's really a big difference, and you can always make those adjustments and assign buttons to those things, and you have more notes available. With 2 octaves, you have like the right amount of notes that you need to improvise, or maybe to record something really nice. So yeah, what's going on with this green note on the Explorer guitar? Let me show you real quick. It's really important. So guitar number 1, it's guitar number 1. The Explorer is number 1. As you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, and then 5. So yeah, it's playing the notes in between, and also the first button, the green button, is a CC toggle. Let me show deactivate. So when you deactivate, you can change it here. So we are looking for to guitar 1, button 1. So is it here? No. Is it here? Okay, right here. So you can see it's a CC. Now let's say this. It's a CC type. What's a CC type? Well, actually, it's like 127 options of CC, and it's actually how can I say? It's a control button. It can control something. And you can see here minimum value and maximum value. If I put, I use the minimum and the maximum here because I want to go fully on the octaves, but you can also put on the middle and it will work. I'll show you the difference, but not as good. As you can see, it's not actually in the middle. It's a bit beyond the middle, and the pitch is actually 28 cents higher. You can even go smoother than this. The minimum is 9 cents. So yeah, you don't want to put it in the middle. It will never be in tune if you use like this. So it's a good tip. You won't be able to use to stay in the middle. And that's a problem, but it's okay. You can use here and change the parameters on your VST. Okay, so we have an octave here. So CC, button 1, channel 1, and control 0. You can put control 1, control 2, control 3. If you change the control, of course, when you assign MIDI. Oh, okay, I have to show you how to assign MIDI. So, how to assign MIDI, that's very important. So you have to put here, link to the controller. Okay, pitch, link to the controller with the right button, and okay, now you press the MIDI you want. And also you can change here. That's very interesting. Like smoothing is good. Like you can put smoothing, and you can like I'll extrapolate here. I'll exaggerate a lot just for you to see the difference that smoothing does. So yes, and you press green. Isn't it activated? No, it's not activated. So I'll save and activate. Now it's activated, so you press green, and it's assigned. Now that there is a smoothing, let's see the effect. You have 1,000 milliseconds of delay until the note reaches the octave, and that's a hell of a tool. That's very good, and you can also change it, the milliseconds, and let it automatically. You can like choose not to smooth, and there are other things that you can do here to change the way it goes up and goes down, and you can actually change the values here as I showed you before. Now, if you want to play your real instrument and use this not as real instrument to control the effects and change presets, you need to assign controls. As you can see here, let's go to button 4, so it's a control, and as you can see, the control is not going until the end. Why I did that? Oh, there's not big difference because, like, oh yeah, that's important. That's important. It's not good going to the end because it will change the volume of one of the presets. So yes, that's important. And as you can see, let me activate. I always forget activate. So it's activated. So let me go here. So as you can see, if I press green, the volume of this guitar 1 is going up and down, and it's going almost on 0 dBs because I changed the value on Fergo JoystickMIDI. And this one is actually my clean sound guitar. It's my clean sound guitar, and the second is my lead tone, and the third is my reaching tone. So if I let just the acoustic tone, you can hear. So yeah, that's the acoustic one, and if I go lead, that's the lead tone. And there is a wah pedal assigned, and I'll show you what to do. You can, the other guitar is on the ground, and I can use it as a wah pedal. I'll show you. I just need to press the green button. And you can also turn on and off. Now it's off the wah effect. I almost played Always With Me, Always With You by Joe Satriani. What the hell? I never tried to learn this song, but it's a hell of a song, so I need to learn sometime. So yeah, the Explorer guitar is assigned to this little guy, Guitar Rig 6. So let me show why the Y effect is so smooth if I'm pressing a button. I said to you on the other video, oh yeah, and there is something different. If you're using third-party plugins, to assign it, you have to move it first, move it, and then you have to go here in Tools and Last Tweaked, and then link to controller. So you move the parameter, go to Last Tweaked, link to controller. You can see there is almost 1,000 milliseconds, and then you can control the amount of time you are holding the button because it's assigned to the green and it's not a toggle button. As you can see, the green on the one guitar, I'll show you. It's button one. As you can see, it's not going to the infinite because it's not necessary. And as you can see, here's better. And as you can see as well, it's not on a toggle. If it was toggle, the button would be pressed forever and I had to press it again to go down. But no, it's working like a note. If I keep my finger above the button, as long as I keep my finger, the effect will be going higher until it reach the maximum value. And when I put my finger out, then the button will go back. So save this, activate, and as you can see, it goes slowly to, so I can, if I press multiple times, I can go really slowly getting to S. Like, oh, it's not activated. Let's activate with the red button. And now it's it. Okay. Stop shredding, please. I always get. I can't focus on recording the video. Dear God. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, and the orange height right here is the pitch, so it goes an octave above. And I have to activate with the blue button. You can really be Tom Morello using the game controls, and here's the tuner. You don't really the same process. There's nothing really hard I have to explain here. So you go to, and this has to be activated. Okay. So you go to here, Guitar Rig, and on off. You press and go to Tools, and then Last Tweaked, and then link to controller. And it's the red button of the Explorer. And then if I press it, on off, and the green button is actually the value that I put a smoother, and the smoother makes it a real effect, a real wow. It feels like I'm really pressing slowly the button because of the smoothing that I showed you before. The same thing with the pitch. The pitch is a little faster, and it's the orange button. And the blue button is this. As I said, you just assign, just click it one time, goes to tools, and you got the idea. And here It's the orange button, and the orange button, there is no delay here, right here. The orange button, the orange is so cool that the orange is the pitch, because the orange is the highest note. So if it goes up, it really goes up an octave. The orange, that's the order. The green is the lowest note, and that one's the highest note. So it does make sense in my mind. And the presets 1, 2, 3, and then you have like 3 presets you can play live. You can change your presets during your live stream, and that's pretty much everything you need. And this is the vocal effect, and that's it. That's pretty much it. I think I covered it all. How to assign, how to control, how to change parameters. Beware of the maximum value and the minimum value. You can use it to, like, if you want to just go a little bit up on an effect, like make maybe a reverb. You want to, in a section of the song, you want to go a little more. You need a little more reverb. You need a little more delay. You need a panning, a little bit to the right. Just go slightly up maximum value, close to minimum value, and then you press the button and it will go a little up, just to give a hint of a new sound. And you can also, like, you can assign it to change, maybe deactivate one pedal. You can assign a button to deactivate one pedal. You can assign a button to deactivate the amp and to activate the reverb. The same button can do both things. That's, you have all the possibilities. This is just one setup, but you can really go mad with 2 guitars or maybe 3. And with just one guitar, I can, like, 3 presets. And I didn't even use the start and the select button. So there are more buttons I can use. I can also use this axis here to change presets. That's everything okay. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something today. It was a pleasure to help you, and maybe not, I don't know. Write in the comments if you have any doubts, and I'll try to help you more, or maybe make another version of this video to change you other things you can do. But the basics, if you want to play like an instrument, or if you want to use it's a Footswitch controller, that's how you go. That's as simple as it appears to be. Just configure the Fergo Midi and try things, and then assign to your DAW, and it will work. It will work really well. So that's it. Till next time. See ya.